Good afternoon. This is Thursday, December 3rd, and day 25 of 100 videos in 100 days. I have asked myself quite a lot, what in the world was I doing committing to 100 days in a row? So my a lot of my astrology and energy stuff says to be a hermit. And being on the camera for 100 days in a row contradicts the hermit piece. So with that said, I'm talking about adaptability and the ability for human beings to adapt. If you look at how long human beings have been on the planet, we have had to adapt to a lot. And today's focus is about how are you adapting to the things in your life today. So a simple adaptation is the COVID thing. This whole, I call it a mess. I think it's a mess. I do believe the virus is real. I do believe that most of my family has had it in some way, shape, or form. Have any of us been tested? No. I think the majority of them had it a year ago in November, before we actually got into the whole COVID mess. And I still wake up every day and I just shake my head. And I just can't, I don't accept what is happening. And the fact that we are being forced to adapt to someone's agenda. And I understand there are people, maybe some of you are watching, that have different feelings around this whole thing. And I honor your feelings and your ability to express yourself and your right to your opinions and your feelings around all of this. I think that's part of why it has happened, because I think the universe for quite a long time has been trying to whisper to us little hints here and there of speak up, have your voice, stop doing that, slow down, don't eat fast food, find what works for you. And we just kept sidestepping all of the whispers and all of the things that the universe has been trying to tell us. And your belief may be in a God, and so you can just stick God in there where I use universe. It really is all the same thing. I don't know why we have to fight about it all the time. God, the universe, Buddha, it's all the same energy. It's that creative energy that lives within us. And so adaptation, how are you adapting? We're being forced to adapt by wearing masks and social distancing, which I am really kind of just trying to find all the information that I can get on mental health through all this mess, because we are social beings and we need touch. And so if you wear a mask and you social distance 6 feet, you don't get touch. I know I have a lot of people in my circle that are huggers, and they need hugs every day. And I don't know what's happening with some of them. Some have fallen off of my radar. I do have to wonder about them and how they're doing. You look at the adaptation of children in a home where either the mother or the father are physically, mentally, emotionally, sexually abusive. And those children have had to adapt in a huge way. And I don't know, I know they're out there because every now and then you'll see it in the news that they talk about them. Those families that are not doing well, and that the suicide rates are way sky high, and the children are not doing well, being forced. So take, just for instance, an example of a family of 4, 2 girls as the children, mom, dad, could be a partner, doesn't have to be male, female. I'm all for whatever you want to do is good with me. And one of the parents is horribly emotionally and physically abusive. And you stick them in quarantine, and you stick them in a house. The stress alone, I'm very grateful. I don't have that kind of stress in my life. I have other stresses, but that kind of stress alone, this stuff that we're going through is just not good for us. It is just not good for us. And there's got to be another way that we figure out how to do this. But to my point of adaptation and adaptability, those children are adapting. The parent who is not the abusive parent is adapting. We're all learning how to adapt. When we don't have any toilet paper, what did y'all do? What did y'all do then? We got lucky. We had just gone to Sam's the day before, like, toilet paper disappeared off the shelves. So in my house, we have 1 female and 3 males. And everybody knows men don't use as much toilet paper as women. And so we got lucky. But many of you had to adapt. We had to adapt. What do you get? Do you get toilet paper? Do you get paper towel? And if you're on a septic system, you can't use paper towel. But we all learned how to adapt. We didn't die because we didn't have toilet paper, right? So look in your life today. How are you adapting? What is the positive coming out of this whole COVID mess? What is the positive coming out of the forced restrictions? Because I do believe, and those people that really know who I am know that I believe that everything is happening for a reason, and that it is in our highest good. And I think I've said this before, it doesn't matter who is going to be president. I know a lot of you just like had a fit, but what I believe is that if Biden's in there, then Biden is going to cause us to move and shift and change however it is we need to our highest good. If President Trump is in there, same thing. Every single one of us has a personal, individualistic experience coming out of the times that we're living in. And we are how do I want to say that? We are adaptation specialists because that is part of our core of who we are as the human being species on this planet. We know how to adapt. Just be mindful of it today. Day 25, and I'm at the park and enjoying the rainy day. It is a rainy day in Missouri. All right, comment below if you have anything to say. Please subscribe, like, share. I appreciate it. See you tomorrow.